Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about GameState. GameState is a way to have different places in your code that do different things, different sections of the game. So we're going to create an integer variable that we're going to call int GameState. And then we're going to come down to the initialize method and give this an initial value of 10. So int GameState equals 10. Now we could use anything, any numbers. We could even use words for this. But now we're going to come over and we're going to go to the move sprites method. And this test here that bounces off the bottom, we're going to change that so that if it hits the bottom, it changes the game state to something else. We're going to say 86. Oh, Maxwell Smart reference there. And then we're going to go to the update method, and we only want the sprites to move and test for collision if the game state is not 86. So if int game state is not equal to, so exclamation equal, if not equal to 86, then our opening curly, and then the closing curly. We want the get user input outside of that because we always want to be able to communicate with the game. Same thing here in the draw method. We need our begin and end bookends, but this drawing the burger and the plate we only want to happen if the game state is not equal to 86. So there's that, an opening curly, and at the end of those two draws, closing curly. Remember, we want the begin and end outside of that test, and save, and then we'll start, and if we had no errors, it looks good so far, and the burger is bouncing around, and we'll just bounce it off the plate here once to make sure that still works, and it does. And then it bounces around again, it'll come back, and then we'll move the plate out of the way. And let's see, it hits the bottom, and boom. Sprites aren't being drawn, but it doesn't really show us what's going on. We need some more input to the user.